So if you talking bad about that black woman, right? If you talking bad about that black woman, then obviously, you know, you're going to be left behind because the motherships is black women. Those scout ships is just to scout around and look to see who's who and what's what and what's going on. But the motherships to pick up black people, those are women in them in those ships, because the mothership that picked me up, those were women. She said, it's just us, no big deal. It's just us. Go see how far this thing goes. Now, when she was saying that to me, I it seems like I saw it was like four women, one here, and they were all looking at me like this, like, oh, if only she knew who she was. She's so like they looked at me like, you know how you admire somebody a lot, and they were like, oh, if only she knew who she is and all this stuff, and it kind of made me think about like made me look up at them like, well, what am I? For a split second, I said that when I was about to run to see how far this thing goes. When they said, uh, "It's just us going to see how far this thing goes," when they said that, I saw it's there was four of them. One had braids, one had an afro, one didn't. They were different. Well, behind them there was different men, different women doing different things. It was a huge mothership, like the size of a city. Anyway, the four women right here were looking at me like, wow, she's so amazing. If only she knew who she was. If only she knew who she is, and boy, she's gonna find out soon. But look at her. She's like they were looking at me like that, and I was trying to figure out, well, who am I then? But I didn't because I was too busy trying to figure out how far this thing goes. So I didn't get to get my questions answered about, well, if you looking at me like that, then damn, who am I then? Shit, really? Because I don't know. Well, I just know that I'm a woman and that I'm the creator of the promised land. That's what I do know, that I am the creator of the promised land. Some people are carpenters, plumbers, doctors. I create the promised land. That's just what I do. I get people to places where they need to be in the most dire situations. Like right now, I come at this particular time where we're in the ending of the 400 years slavery has ended. So now, if it's ended, the heathens or whatever you want to call them have to go bye bye. And if they have to go bye bye, where are we going to go? We got to get the hell out of the way. We got to get out of the way. And that's where I come in at. I come in to get out of the way. So that's why Sophia Stewart, her book, she's right. She really is the oracle. She really is the oracle, right? So she tells you we're in the matrix and how. And I'm just here to get us out of the matrix. So so yeah, I'm gonna end this video, but I just wanted to let everybody know that I was the one that was abducted. And of course, MUFON's not gonna say anything about it because it's not about them. It's about black people. It's about the black woman and the black man going to the promised land. That's really basically what it is. And they came just for me. They didn't come for anybody else. Or maybe they did come for other people. I just don't know about it because MUFON didn't tell me. And they didn't tell me. And on the back of this is motherships is coming to pick up black people. See, because when I was a child, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, I would pray to the higher power, which I don't, my father was an atheist and my mother was like more spiritual, like karma, like a metaphysics. She's more on the metaphysics side. My father was like James Evans from Good Times, but more meaner, I guess, with about Jesus. He didn't believe in that Jesus Christ stuff, and so he's like, you better not bring that Jesus Christ in here. And my mother was like, well, they can go to Sunday school, but just remember, children, you're just going there for the punch and cookies. You're not going to go there to be listening to no Jesus stuff because that's some bull crap. We don't know about all that stuff. But you just go there to have a good time and just have some punch and cookies. So then when I go there to this all white Sunday school church, they're asking me and my sister questions and stuff like that, and we're like, oh, we don't care about all that. We just come here for the punch and cookies. And obviously they clutching their pearls and like, oh my God, the Antichrist is in our building, because I didn't know that you're not supposed to be talking like that. Well, I don't know about that what did I say, that white devil man. I just come here for the punch and cookies, and I'm telling that to the all white church, which they I just seen a woman clutching her pearls and kind of falling over a little bit when I kind of was talking like that. But I didn't know that you're not supposed to be talking like that. But anyway, they were so happy to see me the next Sunday. You know, they were just happy to see me because I was real with it. You know, I was just real with it when I came to church. And that was an all white church, and they really treated me really nicely. I don't know why they did because I didn't give a damn. And, you know, I didn't care. But anyway, so that was my experience. I just made sure, I wanted to make sure that they knew, whoever brought me down here, that I'm the creator of the promised land, and you know I am. And don't have me down here dumb like everybody else. You better open my eyes. I was saying that to whoever the creator of my creator was at the age of 4, 5, 6, and 7. I would say that because when I was little, I remember seeing a diamond shaped spacecraft over my neighbor's house and then a long shaped oval craft next to it. And I was waving goodbye. Now, I was about 4 or 5 because that was the earliest remembrance I can remember of seeing a spacecraft when I was 4. And I was waving goodbye because it was floating slowly away from my neighbor's house over into the sky, off into the sky. And I was waving goodbye. And I think I was sad. I believe I was sad when I was waving goodbye because I didn't want it to leave. And then I remember around like maybe 6 or 7, they gave me a small little experience of where I came from. And when I came back, I was crying. I was really hysterical, and I wanted to go back home. And my mother had to console me and snap me out of it. And I was like 6 or 7, she said. So I think in my mind's eye, I said, "Oh, I don't want to ever see where I come from. Then just leave me alone. Just pick me up when it's time for me to go, because if I see something like that in my, prime, I'm gonna want to, probably end it, in my life, and then just go back home, because who the hell want to be down here? Okay, because this world is not. It's a holographic simulation that we're in. Of course, this feels real, like the wall. This feels real. Everything feels real and everything. But it's a holographic simulation that we're really in, and it is for us to perfect the soul, to teach us what would it be like if a parasite took us over for 400 years, which really our 400 years down here is actually 2 weeks up there. So it's really 2 weeks up there, but down here it feels like it's 400 years, and it's really not. So when they picked me up during the Phoenix Lights, they had to, work on my body and do some other stuff that, so to put me back down here so that I can bring, I guess, the promised land down here, and then I'm going to go back. I'm going to go home. There's no way in hell that I would even want to stay here in the promised land. I'm good. So I think what I'm supposed to do is just create the promised land and then go, because I have a friend. She's completely unconscious, and she don't know anything about this. I would never tell her this. But she had a dream, and she said, "Oh my God, it was so vivid. Kathy, I swear to God, I don't know. I wanted to come, she wanted to come over my house to tell me about it. That's how real it was to her, and she was completely unconscious. Now, you have to pay attention to that, because if she has a dream, and it's about something that's of a higher nature than that, then that's a message for me." So anyway, she said, "Kathy, I had a dream about you. Everybody was looking for you, Kathy. It was nationwide. It was worldwide news. Girl, you just vanished like that in the middle of nowhere. It's all of a sudden you were walking, and then you just vanished, and nobody could find you nowhere. And you just vanished. And about an hour after you vanished, or maybe a day after you vanished," she said, "girl, all hell broke loose. Everybody around me was getting zapped by these spaceships. They were just getting zapped, blown up where they were at, and I was running, and I hid behind a dumpster." This is what she told me, that she hid behind a dumpster. I said, she said, "Yeah, after you vanished, and it was official that nobody could find you anymore. That's when all hell broke loose, and people were running to and fro. They was panicking. People were getting zapped as they were running. They were exploding. It's all hell broke loose when you vanished." So what that means is that when the promised land is finished, and I'm in the promised land, and the gates are shut, then yeah, yeah, all hell is gonna break loose on the outside of the promised land because I'm gonna disappear. I'm definitely gonna disappear. That's for sure. That's for sure, for sure. There's no way I'm gonna stay on this earth. And who? I mean, who that is conscious would want to? Who would want to be around people who can't even understand nothing? Just they don't understand that they're at war, that they're in the middle of war. And they sitting up here saying, "I'm raising my high vibrational energy," but yet you're still paying rent on your own land. You're paying rent and you're paying for food and water on your own land. That means it's not real. This is not real. None of this is real. It's a holographic simulation. For a parasite to take us over, you're in a holographic simulation. There's no way around it. So I already know what the ending is going to be. We're already in control of all of this, and this is nothing but a dream. Yep, this is nothing but a dream. There's no way in hell that we could even survive in this type of lifestyle where parasites just took over your whole country, and you got black people that hate you because they're created by another reptilian race that hate the black woman. So it's all about a holographic school simulation for the black woman and man to learn what not to be. You don't want to be a person who puts down the black woman, biting the hand that feeds you, because then you're going to find out when it's time to get picked up, you won't be getting picked up because it's a woman. It's a mothership. It's a woman ship. Now, if you're gonna get picked up by a ship, you better. And if a black man who hates the black woman get picked up, you better know he's about to get eaten, or he's gonna be picked up by males, only males. And who knows what's gonna happen to a man like that gets on a plane full of males, who's androgynous and who's homosexual. When you get picked up by a male ship, those are homosexuals. So good luck with that. If you hate the black woman, you're going to get picked up by a male ship, not by a mother ship. A mother ship has females and males on it who are gods, right? Who live in planet Sirius and beyond, who goes to planet Venus. And it's not even planets. I don't even know why I say planets, but flat earths, other flat earths that goes into different dimensions from you know, from a distance. From here to here, you can go to another dimension. Anyway, okay, I'm going to end this video. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about my Phoenix Lights story and that I was the only one that was picked up. Yes. And so it's very important that, you donate to someone like me because, well, I'm not going to always be around. I'm just only here to create the promised land, and then I'm going to go. Literally. I'm just going to pick up my babies, my family. I'm going to go. Okay, so that's that. That's the Phoenix Light story. And on the back of this book, it's Phoenix. It's the spaceships that are coming to pick certain black people up. Not all black people. Not all black people are going. No. But of course, if you if you know me, you're going. And you're going. You're going. People who believe in what's going on and what's happening, you're going to be picked up whether you like it or not. So let's say Yeshua Pandura, shout out to Yeshua Pandura. Obviously, you're going to be on the mothership, okay? Because of the simple fact is that, well, you can see, you can see different females who are trying to get everybody out of here, and you can see that. So shout out to Yeshua Pandura. Shout out to everybody who donated. I want to get oh, that's right. It's on my phone. I can't even say the names of the people who donated, but just off top, like Tasha, Rashida, Earl, thank you. Mark, thank you. Ricky, thank you. Teddy Pendergrass's wife, believe it or not, her name is Karen. Thank you so much. Teddy Pendergrass's wife had donated to me. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, seriously. And then just so many other people. There's like 20 other people. Thank you. I just want to give a shout out to everybody who donated. Now, the people that donated that see, there's Timothy, there's Mark, there's Carl, there's Steve, there's 7, 8, there's 10 other women. Thank you so much. Thank you for donating. Now you're already on my everyone who donated is already on my list, my data list. So yes, you're gonna get your Jetsons, and yes, we're going to the promised land. And that's just what it is. So okay, I will be making another video tomorrow. I don't know what it's about. It's gonna be something really interesting. Okay. All right. So I'll end this and I'll make another video tomorrow.